The next thing we have is the Freelance Worker Protection Act. This one I provided a little more detail on because we use a lot of freelancers, and this is a whole new law, requirements related to freelancers. And a freelance worker under the statute is defined as follows: a single person, whether that person is incorporated or not incorporated, to which the company pays at least $250 in the aggregate over a 120-day period. A freelance worker the definition of a freelance worker who is subject to this law does not apply to someone that you hired to perform personal services for you or for a family member. So, assuming you are going to work with somebody who qualifies as a freelance worker, the number one requirement is that you have a written contract. And the written contract must include, and it's a very detailed list, name and mailing address of each party, an itemized list of services to be provided, a date when payment is due, or a way to determine when payment is due, such as 10 days after the delivery of a website. The date that services under the contract are due in order to process timely payment. I mean, these are things that you should have with an independent contractor anyway. You should have a contract, and these terms should be laid out. And now it is actually a legal requirement. Next is that once you have a signed contract, the company must provide a copy of the signed contract to the freelance worker and also keep a copy for yourself. Now, the law only requires that you keep it for at least 4 years. My recommendation, and we have tips at the end, but my recommendation is to keep a copy of the contract for at least 4 years from the last date that you worked with the freelancer. And that's because the statute of limitations for breach of written contracts is 4 years. So you want to make sure that you have a copy of that contract in case there's ever a claim of breach of the written agreement.